Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game,
he threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good playing it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory.
8 yards on
the numbers for him from a week ago. 8 carries, 65 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Cowboy 80, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Riley. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. Riley. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Gravity Lions.
Up the middle they go. Wiley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Wiley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because blocking for him both inside and on the perimeter.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Play action. Stroud now. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 35, here's second down at a yard.
On the quick.
Stroud off the play fake. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
4-yard line. Brings up third down.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
18.
Second and 11. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Stroud coming right back after the pick six.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And Stroud now to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
2nd down and 3.
They'll try the left side. Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Stroud looking to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Stroud will try and run it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stroud keeps it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. C.J. Stroud, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Denver's offense ready to go again.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's now
2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Top low 18. Ready?
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready? Break. Get it. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Panther 60.
Up the middle they go. Wiley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and
79.
11.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Klein. The Broncos in their hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Seven Pirates.
Second and 6. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Texans 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
35-yard line.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now Stroud.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be... That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports half. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Ooh, the juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down.
On the jet sweep, this is Dell.
They find some open field here.
He may go.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Tank Dell
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked up by Christian Harris.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wiley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
45-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready. Liking 18. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
1st and 10 at the
Move it,
22-yard
19.
line.
Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Ready.
goal.
Bronco and Warrior 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Stroud keeps it.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is Harris.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Get up. Let go.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Goes first down. First down and goal to go.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Tag. Bronco 80.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Gain of 7 yards. It's now third and goal.
Okay, ready?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Viking 18. Warrior 70. Ready,
He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. Fourth and goal.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on third down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs.
The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And this returnable for Harris.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Operating from the gun.
North. Crossing route, catch made by Johnson.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. North. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted it.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 60 yards.
And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Houston set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Stroud to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18. What's that?
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to second.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Now Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. North. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. 19 Lion.
It's intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that...
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Broncos now down by 7, 44 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 13-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and it's never easy to come into